Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Yes, I am making another appearance. How shocking. But it's Thanksgiving Sunday here where we live in Canada. So before I get started, happy Thanksgiving, and make sure you like and subscribe and comment on this video. Always, I do appreciate your comments even if I can't comment to all of them. We love reading them and I love getting feedback from you guys on what you guys think and your opinions and all that good stuff. So keep commenting, and it really helps get our videos out to viewers like you that haven't found us yet. This is actually the week that we will show you. We will show you exactly what we made this week, and we will minus everything off that, like what we would owe for rent and our utilities, and you know, just kind of like break up our bills per month and then just subtract it from this week. This week is actually a good week to show, just because it is Thanksgiving here in Canada. It is a little bit different this year than any other year for obvious reasons, but it will definitely give you an idea on, you know, if we made money this week and how our holiday seasons go here at the store. I do have to say that we definitely do better at Christmas time, but overall we had a decent week here for Thanksgiving. I hear a lot of things when it comes to opening a business, and the one thing that I can tell you is do not take advice from someone who has absolutely no idea what they're talking about. There were plenty of times when we were first opening our business when they would tell us, just people in general would tell us, oh, you're not going to make money for 5 years, or you know, this or that. These are the people that literally have no experience. Take advice from someone, make sure you're taking it from the right people. So that means someone who owns their own business or works with business related people. So like an accountant or a financial advisor. You don't want to be taking advice from someone who isn't even in business at all, just because they're going to be telling you things that aren't true, and it might like actually scare you into not opening your business and taking the risk. Well, every business is different and every situation is different, and that is also why I tell you not to listen to anyone that's really never done it before, because it's not always necessarily true. You know, when you start a business, there's different things that you take out, like loans and different things that you do to your space to make it your own, like renovations, and you know, those things add up and they do eat into the profits that you could potentially make for the first year. For us, the first year we actually broke even, which was actually a really big accomplishment for a lot of many reasons. We took out a loan. We actually had to do a lot of renovations to the space. When we first took over the space, the only thing the landlord was responsible to do was the drywall and the bathroom. So we were left to do everything from the electrical, the ductwork, tiles, paint, everything. So to break even the first year is like pretty exciting. You know, obviously it is very nerve-wracking when opening a business, and especially if you don't make money the first year, which could be very possible for some businesses. We would have probably made money in our first year, and the reason why I say it was the hardest was for so many reasons. One, you're new, so you basically have to prove yourself. You have to gain your customers' loyalty, and you just have to like bring in what they want, and that was why we broke even instead of actually having like pure profit. We just constantly reinvested into the business to gain more and more products. And if you've been with our channel since the beginning of our store journey, you've probably seen how much we've grown. We started with literally the bare minimum, and we've really built it up, and that's where a lot of our money goes as well. We're constantly bringing in new products and expanding on, you know, the amount of inventory we have. And that was something that we had to learn through the first year, was that the more you have, the more people will spend, and the more they'll come in to buy their groceries, because you'll have what they're looking for.
Hi.
I heard you.
Hello. I haven't been on this video, no?
At all.
The last
That's
two
okay
videos.
though. I'm making up for the
I hope
last
she's giving
few.
you the right information.
Always.
Which you are.
Always. Well,
Okay,
well.
Did you want me to?
I'm gonna let Ray take over for a minute because I actually have a busy task I need to get done.
Never mind, we have a customer.
Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.
Your biggest expenses are going to be your rent, followed by your labor, followed by inventory. As you can see, we have people working very hard back here. 1, 2, and there's someone off camera who's a little bit shy. But you want to be able to manage those 3 expenses almost to the T, because you got to be really on top of everything in this type of business. Money going in, money going out to the exact dollar, or else you're going to fall apart, because there's so many things to keep track of that you don't want to lose track of even a little bit, because it kind of starts a chain reaction into more and more mistakes, which end up showing up in your bank account, and that's what you don't want to do.
I do have to say, this is our 3rd Thanksgiving here running the store, and I have to say the pie sales this year topped the charts for like any other year that we were open for Thanksgiving. It's crazy how like desserts take over. I know it's like my favorite thing, but it's just crazy. But we'll definitely get into all that in later on in the video, and we'll definitely show you like how much we actually sold of that. I'm actually curious too to know how much, how many pies we sold from the local bakery we support, because I feel like I sold a lot of pies.
Before jumping into the numbers on our income versus our expenses at this store for this week, you know, when you say, can this store make money or does this store make money, I want to let you guys know that any small business or any, you know, convenience or small grocery store like this can make money. You know, it has to be done right. You have to manage your expenses, and every customer has to kind of feel like they're the only and the most important customer to you. And at the end of the day, if everything works out and you get a little bit lucky, this could be a very you know, realistic future for anyone looking to be in this type of space. It's not easy by any, you know, stretch of the imagination. It comes with a lot of hours and sweat and tears and your own personal investment as well. So there's nothing really easy about working with food every single day that is on display. Everything is always on display and has to look great, and you know, if it has to look fresh. So before you get into anything similar to this, just know that, you know, you'll be working with food every single day, and you may never have a normal weekend again, but in time, you know, you sacrifice, and in the long term, you know, we reap the benefits of our initial sacrifices. So here we are, and it's been a profitable week, and it's been a profitable year for grocery in general, but I want to break down this week for you. So we have our fixed expenses that we went over for the month. I'm gonna, you know, just dish them off for the month, and then we'll divide everything by 4 for the week, and then we'll see exactly what we did for numbers during the week of October in Thanksgiving. So let's get into that. So our monthly rent here is $3,000 a month. We have, unfortunately, there's always a lot of food waste in our business, so per month is about $1,000. Then we have our hydro, which is $800. Phone and internet is about $200, and that's about it. So that's looking at around $5,000 a month. We're not including salaries in this. That's a whole nother video and another thing we need to get into. So $5,000 a month for our fixed expenses, and if we divide that by 4, it becomes about $1,250 per week to be in this space, which I think has been pretty profitable. So we're happy with that. Now let's get into the income, and we will see if we made any money. So as for sales, the store brought in $9,500 worth of sales, and in general speaking, you know, it's about a 40% gross profit margin that retail you can estimate around. So that left us with about $3,800 in gross profit. Now we're only open 6 days a week, so take that into consideration as well. And it's a pretty good week for us with Thanksgiving. We do a little bit better during Christmas in the summertime, but yeah, it's a decent week for us. And now let's minus the expenses from that to see what we were left with for our profit. So if we take our gross profit of $3,800 and minus it from $1,250, our expenses for the week, we're left with pretty much around $2,500 in gross profit. And if you times that by 4, you get about $10,000 for the month in gross profit. Now, that's not saying that October is one of our best months. This is a good week because of Thanksgiving. So some months are generally be higher than that amount of profit. Other months may be around the same. October is one of our slower months, to be honest. But that's okay. You know, we end up taking our salary out at the end of the month, and we can get into another video explaining that. If you subscribe, you might see that one. But yeah, you know, you don't want to predict month by month too much, because it really varies on season, like the seasons, the weather, you know, what's going on in the community. It's very hard to predict your day-to-day sales. So that's how we kind of look at weeks rather than, you know, days. It's like a little bit more of a better gauge. So I hope I answered that question on does my convenience store make money? And you know, some people might say it's still not worth the money. Other people will say, wow, you're doing very well. And it just really depends on everyone's personal kind of idea on what a good amount of money is to them and how much work is worth the amount of money that we're making. So at the end of the day, personally, I think it makes a decent amount of money. I know it'll keep growing. I know we're going to keep expanding. And that's just fine by me. I just know that, yeah, I hope these videos kind of give you a gauge on opening your own small business, on what to expect and how much you can expect to pay for things, and kind of maybe avoiding some of the mistakes we make along the ways, so just to make your life a little easier. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope we got most of the stuff out of the way when it comes to small business and money and everything that comes along with it. But thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe.